the Bygraves one was top of the bill.
Joe Bygraves, that was Max Bygraves' brother. Yeah, right. So that's it was caught 1956. Don Cockle and I think it was Kenny Lear. Present for him.
Every fight I've seen go off, I've never once seen him come in the back foot. I can't believe it. You couldn't with that up like what
his eye on the gone.
What?
His eye went on.
Eubanks Jr. Says he really wants to fight him, like. Put on Facebook, didn't he? Says come fight a real middleweight, Mike, one of his known towels.
He's never gonna get a chance to box either Frank Warren or Eddie Hearn again for what he's done. They give him the opportunity and they give him the same price as what he got, but he turned it down. So they said he'd never box for them again. So he spoiled the lad's chance.
I think he will still fight. How it's going to be?
We came originally for the original meeting, and it's a long sort of narrow room. It's not as good as what I expected, and there's a lot of pillars which always cause problems. But it's got a tier up above where I would suggest that we're going to have like tables up there, celebrities up there. So the celebrities what are coming, what are confirmed. Well, that in itself, to me, is covers for quite a few tickets.
Yeah.
Michael Jennings has spoke to us yesterday. He's definitely coming, and they boxed the night before. He's got the lad boxing on the Corolla bill the night before.
Hello. All right. How are you doing? It's lovely to be here today. What them laughing for? Thank you. Went to Joe Egan,
Joe Egan, big Joe,
and he had some trophies. Not. I said to him, hang on, wait a minute till I get my hair done. So he looked at it, he goes, oh, Frankie had his hair done today, but he left it in the house. I thought it was.
So, who else is coming? Well, Scott Quigg's definitely coming. Yeah. Thomas McDonough, ex-Commonwealth WBU champion, and all the Flash team, like the young Ben Mulligan, Zalfa Barrett, Pat himself, Paulie De Silva. So I don't think people realise, and hasn't been greatly advertised, the people what are coming, the boxers what are coming, let alone the boxing in the ring. It's a chance of a lifetime for sound tickets, really.
Exactly.
That's Frankie Hutchinson.
Keith's a bit like that, isn't he? Keith Nash, on the day was saying
gets around a bit, doesn't he?
We're raffling we've got a few different boxing clubs saying that. He says, we're raffling and raising a bit of money for the club, right? And he rang us up, he says, I was thinking there, he says, you've got them, he says, now I've got them, he says, we'll raffle them. He says, I thought we could do with a nice pair of shorts. So I've rang Ricky Hatton, he says, we didn't pick up, so I rang his dad and he's going to get a pair of signed shorts. Just like, you know Ricky Hatton?
One doesn't answer, I'll ring his father.
Lads fighting at St James's,
and be able to tell your family or friends in years to come, look who I boxed in front of, the pictures stand beside them. I wished I had them opportunities when I was boxing.
From the boxers who obviously are the Newcastle boys as well, there may be some Newcastle footballers potentially there with Steve's connections.
St James's Park boxing in front of 3 or 4 world champions, Billy Hardy's coming and all. That in itself, to me, is second to none, really. But I don't think it's really getting out yet. I've just confirmed everything with the lads.
Yeah.
I had to go through Scott's agent and what have you, but he's coming up as a friend for the club, really. So it's a great opportunity for people to get out, get it advertised, get out there, and to come to see it, to be here. And once they realise that, I'm hoping they all appear. The place will be sold out. I would like to think so, anyway.
Well, we'll certainly get it out there.
That's what it takes.
It's your biggest event so far because of those things?
Yeah, because it's at Newcastle United, I've promoted, speeches, talks, events here, but never actually put a boxing show on before. So yeah, it's a big day, and the North East public are certainly getting behind it. We all know that boxing isn't about football. It's two completely separate sports. The rivalry in football doesn't come into the boxing, which is great.
Yeah.
But you know,
the fan bases do cross over, don't they? It's like,
of course they do, and I mean, I think the one big thing about getting together with Pat Barrett and the lads from Jobs' Gym was that essentially, you know, these lads want to fight in Newcastle, you know, and you know the chances to put, you know, James especially and Sam on topping the bill and giving them that opportunity to fight at St James's in Newcastle is what we always wanted to do. So it's a great opportunity for them, you know.
now yourself, you've recently had an anniversary.
Yeah,
4 years since your first show.
I couldn't believe it really when Peter, man, obviously does me PR was let us know that, you know, it's flown over, and that return of the cash show seems like a distant memory, but each show's been special for different reasons.
And a learning curve at the same point.
And a learning curve, yeah. But you know, I'm still doing them, still enjoying them. You know, still getting stressed through them at times. But you know, at the end of the day, it's something I enjoy. It's a sport I enjoy, and you know yourself, Phil. It's the opportunity to be involved in a professional sport, and that's what I enjoy. You know, and I was never good enough to be a fighter or a footballer, but you know, I'm lucky enough to work in both those industries.
You can talk all right though, can't you?
I can, yeah. I can, yeah.
Things have never changed.
But it's great, you know, and hopefully there's a lot more years to come doing this sport, because I do love it and love seeing the lads get the opportunities like this, and you know, it'll be a big night.
So when you say hopefully the first of many, what's the plans moving forward with St James's and with the shows there?
We took out the exclusivity with them, you know, that was the key. We don't want anybody else coming here and putting professional boxing on, so we have to get it right. The club have to be happy, we have to be happy, and you know, we'll move forward step by step. But you know, the club have been very supportive. You know, they've got behind it, and working with Sodexo, who you know obviously look after the facilities here, has been great. You know, they're an easy company to work for, and you know, it's all about, you know, bringing sponsors in. I've personally sold more tickets for this than I've sold for any of my other shows, which I think speaks volumes for the venue. And you know, we hope to get at least 4 shows a year in, you know, at this venue. That would be the ideal scenario. But a lot depends on fighters coming through. You know, you have to have Newcastle-based fighters, you know, who want to fight here. You know, and I think that's just a matter of time. You know, Matty's got, you know, other people who are ready to turn over at his gym. You know, Jeff's always looking for people, and I just think it's a great opportunity for them. And you know, hopefully more co-promotions with Pat Barrett as well. You know, it's the first time we've worked together. It's been an easy process so far. They've brought a lot to the table. You know, they've helped us out with you know, the PR and the publicity, which you know Peter's good at anyway. But they've got having 2 sets of people doing publicity for a show, you know, is going to get and generate more interest. And as I say, you know, the club
building on that as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a buzz around the club as well. You know, a lot of the ex-players and you know some of the you know the current squad are keen on boxing, and you know, hoping to see a few of them at ringside. But of course, big thing having Scott Quigg come as well. You know, I mean that's down to, you know, Keith McDonald's relationship with Pat Barrett, and you know the lads from Jobs' Gym have got, you know, you've got 3 top-class ex-pros from Manchester all travelling up. So I think it's great for us. It'll be a big day, and you know, just looking forward to it. And as I say, hopefully the first of many. Exactly, yeah, it just gives it that bit of showbiz and that bit of pizzazz, you know, and it does attract people again to come to the shows if they think, oh well, I'll go to that show at St James's because such and such was there last time. It does make a big difference, you know. And
it's like when the cameras are there again, it just ups the atmosphere, doesn't it? Ups the ante.
It does, yeah. And I think you know, publicity-wise, that's, you know, that's important as well, because people see how good a show it was. You know, you sit back now and, you know, on your channel, on PEEP and various other YouTube channels where people upload fights. It's always good to go back and watch them. You know, watch Jeff's knockouts, watch Sam's fights. You know, you can get most of them online these days, and that again generates sales, and you know, it helps with the publicity and helps bringing in sponsorship for future fights. So yeah, it's good.
No matter how much you write about the fight, when it's on camera and you can actually see it and watch it back yourself, a picture paints 1,000 words, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, yeah, 100%.
We've probably seen the fruition in about 2-3 years.
Yes, you know what I mean? First, you know what I mean? And you get a lot come and go.
When Glenn was fighting, I forgot his name, but big heavyweight, I said to him, will you sign this photo? He says, yeah, and he signed it, and he put with love and kisses on. Well, whatever it says, fine, get a look at that. Oh, I went in stouts. He said, what made him put that on? I said, I didn't want love and kisses on.
Must have liked you, Frank, must have liked you.
Kept away from me after that.
I bet you didn't now.
Fantastic. Yeah, minute. Jam.
Riverside support. Middlesbrough supporter.
Try to iron it on, because that's how it was going to again. Put it in. burning.
Right.
So she's had to put a crown over there, but then she's gonna get one printed out in like material.
Yeah.
And stitch it on, so it's gonna be on the leg.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
It's gonna be just PEEP Magazine and SB Roofing. That's the only two sponsors I'm gonna have on.
I mean, it's good for sponsors. You know, we're lucky to have Grosvenor Casino once again. You know, for 4 years now they've sponsored my boxing events, which has been great. We've also had the support of Pavel's Hairdressers this time, which is great. And there's other people, you know, who are now I think going to come on board again because of the venue. But you're right, a picture does paint 1,000 words, and those kind of things help. It's all about PR and publicity. That's what the day is about. It's nice to be able to come to St James's Park, but it's also nice to be able to, you know, for the lads to come here. You know, I take that for granted walking down there. You know, I've worked at the club as well for a couple of years, so I've done this many a time. But you know, for some of the lads, it's the first time they've ever come down that tunnel, and it's an opportunity for them. It's a moment they'll never forget. And
soak it in, can't you?
Of course you can. It's just nice, and you know, if you're a black and white persuasion, it's even better. It's even sweeter. But even if you're not a football fan, it's still lovely just to get the opportunity to come down and just have a look at, you know, how it all is and what it's like to walk down that tunnel.
So here we are in the changing room, St James's Park, where the calm comes before the storm. Got some Newcastle fans amongst the boxers here, and Newcastle fan myself. This is a first for me.
I put one of the shirts on.
I can't see him fighting for you, Jeff.
Sure, we'll white, I'll take one off. Plenty of money, haven't they?
Quality one.
Tommy?
What do you? Yeah, I don't even have to agree about these.
Are these real football boots?
Huh?
Put away there.
Will that you stand?
Looking forward to this, man. It's a new start, innit? Start again from scratch. We've rebuilt my career again.
In a brand new weight.
Aye.
Another brand new
weight, and probably brand new weight again after this. Moved on to super middle probably.
Well, you've got a big fight coming up obviously this weekend as well. You've got the Liam Smith against Canelo.
Yeah.
And the big stadium over in Dallas. And you can see obviously in the build up to that fight, you could see Liam Smith walking out onto the pitch looking around. He's all in awe and everything. It's a similar sort of thing here for the Newcastle fans who are boxing on the show.
It is. I mean, you know, I've met a couple of the directors and spoken to them about, you know, the opportunity if it ever arose to do something on the pitch here, and you know, there is that potential. They watched with interest the Tony Bellew fight at Goodison Park, and that was brilliant. You know, Matchroom did a great job of that. So is the potential to be able to do that here? Yes, there is, but we need a big fight. We need a big fight night to do that. You know, is the scope to do what Phil does at the Stadium of Light? Yeah, there is, I suppose, but again, it comes down to finances. You know, the Stadium of Light and the club actually bought that stage in which they use for other things, other events. I think it would need the club to invest in that. Would they do it? I don't think so. I don't think so at the moment.
Not at this stage.
But if it went well inside, might be something with sponsorship we could do, and it might be able to lead to that. But it's early days. It's small steps, and we'll see how things go. But same, just enjoying the next couple of weeks, and just put the final touches to the show, and make sure that it goes well, make sure everybody has a good time, and the lads are doing their best in the gym, and a lot of good sparring being put in. They're all looking in good shape, and especially James Barnes. I mean, you think
can't believe it.
He's like a lean machine now, isn't he? But I'm pleased with my lads, and I think it's going to be a cracking show.
Marvellous. Steve Wraith,
thank you. No problem. Thanks, mate.
Who's the lads who haven't had views yet?
Yeah.